If you're looking for a smartphone rig with lights, then this is it. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. So this is what I picked up, and it's a rig for an iPhone. But one of the things that I've done here, and you might have seen it, is sometimes when I'm out, I set up a little tripod and I film things in front of me. Sometimes it's food or me assembling things, and sometimes I'm in a place where I don't have my studio lights like I do right now, and the lighting isn't great. Now the iPhone does have a flash, but sometimes it's a little harsh. So what I wanted was a rig I could put my iPhone in, but then also have all the lights that I need right here. So you can see this is all plastic. It feels nice and durable, but it's not super heavy, which is really nice. Now we have some handles on the side here. You can see we have 1/4-inch screws, so we can screw things into the side. We have a 1/4-inch screw down here for mounting it to a tripod. You can put your phone holder in here, which you're going to need depending on the type of phone you're using. I will tell you, this is pretty big, so you can fit any standard smartphone in there. On the front, we have 2 LED panels behind these white frosted plastic lenses, and then on the back here is where we have all of our interesting stuff. You can see we have a little screen right here, little knob right there, on off button right there, DC in to charge it potentially, and then we have the 2 spots here where I can slide in batteries. And then we also have a clamp here for your smartphone, so I could put this in here. So you're going to take this out, so now I can screw this on to the plate right there, get that facing the way I want to. We have a little ring down here, so I can tighten this down in place, clamp it in place just like that, flip it up, and now I can reattach this. Then in the box, what we get here, travel charger for the batteries, flip out prongs, and then we get a battery. Alright, so I plugged the battery in and charged it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back in here. I think either side is just fine. And then push that in there just like that. And now what I can do here is hit this on-off switch, and I think I just hold it down for a sec. Wow, that kind of stunned me actually. Look how bright, vibrant. Man, it's like a party going on in here. And this little switch, I think, controls a lot of stuff. What's interesting is this little screen there says this is the party mode. So if you were filming a party, yeah, you would get all sorts of party effects, so that's pretty cool. And now, use this to scroll through. I can get the different modes. Disco, bad bulb, and lightning. Man, it kind of creates all these effects. So if you're using this, I think it's kind of random enough that it's going to add a little bit of that effect. So it's really for filming, I feel like. This is kind of like having a little special effects studio right in the palm of your hands. Now, one of the things that you might be asking yourself is, Pete, you've got all these cool lighting effects, but I just want it to be a stable, solid light for filming my own little memories. Now, I want to flip it over here. You can see the LCD screen here. I guess it's LED backlit because it's flickering a little bit. It is not flickering to the naked eye, just to the camera. And what I want to show you here is that if I actually hold down this button, what I can do is I can go to the next mode. But if I keep holding it down, I get to this mode, BRG. Now this is just a stable, solid color, and you might be able to tell there that this is a little bit of a warm white light. But the screen here is actually showing me some of these options in Kelvin. So first of all, on this top line, I can change the intensity here down to 90, 80, 70, and it's going down. Might not be the easiest thing to see here, but I can absolutely change the brightness here. But if I hit the button one more time, we go down now to color temperature, and I can lower this so we get more yellowish, or I can raise this so we get more daylight. So most of the time I'm in the 5000K range just to kind of give it a daylight white look here. But that's how you get to just stable color just like this, which is pretty cool. So I thought I would film a couple things. The phone is actually in the rig right here, but if I just look at this centerpiece, this little fall festive centerpiece, and my dining room table here, and I swing around it, it's pretty dark. I've got lights on, but I don't have any auxiliary lighting or the flash on the camera. Alright, so what I've done here is I've just turned it on, and I've turned it on to kind of the standard use case for me, which is just turning on the light, keeping it stable. I've got it set to 100% brightness, and I'm just swinging around the same table here, and what you can see is it's casting out a ton of light. If I put my hands in there, right, I mean, that is pretty bright, and it really puts a light right where I want it. So it's a super compact way of getting, I think, good footage without having to set up a lot of studio lights. Now, I want to show you and film some stuff with some of these other special effect lights. So let's go through them and see what they look like. All right, so I've got most of the studio lights turned down here, and I've got it set on lightning, and it just keeps adding a lightning flash, which is pretty cool. So let's scroll to the next one. This is cop car. Oh man, I'm busted. Bad boys, what you gonna do? Definitely gives you a cop car-like look. And then let's get to candle here, and what it is doing here, it's providing warm white light, but there's just a little bit of flicker to it too, right? It's just adding that candle-like effect to it. Now let's go to TV, and what I realize is that it's pretty subtle, but what it's kind of doing is it's adjusting the brightness a little bit. It's kind of bouncing around like a TV is on and then showing different pictures. And then if we go here to bad bulb, warm white, but it's flickering pretty randomly. And it just went off. So it definitely does like a bulb that's got an intermittent connection or a bad filament. Pretty cool. All of that is being handled by the rig itself. And then if I scroll one more to party, this is where we started. Lots of different colors. It's a rave, dude. And then one more, disco. I never went to the disco myself, but I feel like this rapid flashing strobe light would kind of make me sick. Disco. And then here's the paparazzi. I think it's kind of a bunch of random overlapping flashes. Wow. I should use this just when I go out so that people think I'm getting my picture taken all the time. So that is all of the settings. I mean, they're pretty cool. We got a lot of them here. I'll say that party is the one that should have started on because, man, it makes it look like there's always a party going on. There's never a party going on here. But if you want to act like you're getting photographed by paparazzi or having a party at your house, or you just want to hold your phone in a nice stabilized way in a rig that you can add a lot of different accessories like other lights or microphones or all that, but have lights built in so that you don't have to add them yourself, I think you're going to love this GVM rig. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to use it all the time. So if you want your filming to get a little better, I'll put a link to this in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper. We can live better than ever thanks to Peter. Peter Von Panda. Peter Von Panda.
My favorite smartphone rig? Ugh.